I can't wait for this next one. We're off to a banger right now. With 2 fights in, 3 titles, and 13 fights left to go.
Right now, Justin Ehredt out of Marquez MMA is entering the cage for a 170-pound fight. He's 0-0. He's going to be fighting Logan Samarija, who is 0-2 out of Sukti Muay Thai in Albany with Coach Hunt. Now, for those at home, don't let an 0-2 record fool you. I know a lot of people that train with Logan, and all of them say the same thing. This kid has a lot of heart, he's got a lot of talent, and they're expecting some really exciting things out of him.
And you might see 0-0 on a record. That could be their Cage Wars record. There's some other circuits and some other opportunities that could have 6 to 10 fights perhaps.
No, the way that they did change it now.
Okay.
Amateur records are amateur records. That's why the sanctioning bodies are so important. Back when I was still fighting years and years and years ago, like a decade ago, there was no sanctioning body, so there was no real record keeping. We actually had to fight Sherdog and these other people to get records put in. So now the sanctioning bodies kind of work on that. But as we talked about, they could be 0-0 in MMA,
right?
But 10-0 in kickboxing, or
exactly.
6-0 in jiu-jitsu matches, or combat jiu-jitsu, whatever it may be. These athletes have evolved to the point where they're competing in so many different things.
And thank you for clarifying that. I know that we need a universal record, but you're right. There's other. I mean, you could have been a boxing record.
Yeah, boxing,
yeah, exactly.
Kickboxing, combat jiu-jitsu. I mean, anything really. That's almost like the joke that you hear about in jiu-jitsu tournaments when you're paired up with the white belt who was like a D1 wrestler. He's not really a white belt. All right, Logan Samarija making his way out. Now, although Logan has 2 fights, his opponent has 0 fights, so they are going by novice rules. So although he qualifies to fight full rules, his opponent does not have the qualified fights, so it will be a novice rules fight. The beard game is strong with Logan.
Sure is. He looks very calm, relaxed. What do you see happening with this matchup?
I don't know a ton about his opponent. I mean,
yeah.
I really expect Logan to be calm and comfortable. Ehredt is really kind of the X factor right here. I don't know what to expect out of him. I expect Logan to try to execute his game plan, which is going to be to strike, use some clinches, knees to the body, using the hands and then ground when he has to. But again, coming from Sukti Muay Thai and Coach Jeremy Hunt, their bread and butter is on the feet. His opponent, we're going to find out. And that's the best part about these events when we have these young athletes we don't know anything about. It's almost like Forrest Gump.
Absolutely.
MMA is like a box of chocolates.
You
don't know what you're going to get.
And I don't want to know. Even if it's the disgusting orange chocolate one that always sneaks up on you.
Thank God at Cage Wars we don't have disgusting orange ones.
We don't.
Logan Samarija coming in with the red tape. You hear him. He's a local crowd favorite.
I like him. Very relaxed.
He looks like he just woke up.
But I know, but he's got there's sort of like a relaxed
kind of relaxed, yeah. Like just kind of a meditation.
Cool about him. I can't really explain
Except
it.
he doesn't have the face tattoos.
Not yet. Give him time. And sometimes you talk about someone's record, he comes in with 0-2, you never know stylistically what happened.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo.
Our next fight on the card for Cage Wars 54 is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is in our 170-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday 170.1 pounds. Representing Marquez Mixed Martial Arts out of the fighting city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Justin Ehredt. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday at 170 pounds. Representing Sukti Muay Thai out of Albany, New York, Logan Samarija.
I feel terrible because I've been calling him Logan Samarija before, and never knowing it was Samarija till weigh-ins last time. So, Logan, I apologize.
Listen, if he gets a win, he'll probably say we could call him whatever he wants.
The third man in the cage, Mr. Big Dan Mergliata, the best in the biz.
Best in the biz. And that just adds to what you talk about, the atmosphere and the excitement, what Cage Wars brings for these fighters. And also people like me, fight fans.
Again, you notice Logan going right for those low kicks, inside, outside. Oh! Ehredt wants to meet him with that right hand, which is always the best defense for those low kicks.
We're seeing the skill level
See, and if
improve
you
here.
notice, he's waiting for Logan to load up with that right kick, and he's following with that right hand. Almost like they've been expecting this. Good game planning. Logan doing a good job rolling with that left shoulder on that punch.
If Logan stays calm and in the pocket, his opponent is just so much energy. It appears as if he's running right into him.
Well, and that can go against you, but like in the first fight with Alex Graff, it can go in your favor. If your opponent's starting a little bit too slowly. So it all depends. Right now, Logan doing a good job controlling. Now Ehredt's got him against the cage. Logan keeping his composure. He's got an underhook. See if he can dig it and turn.
And this is what Ehredt needed to do.
Ehredt got the hands locked behind the back, creating that pressure. Logan's turning the corner. But again, Ehredt, great awareness there. There we go, double unders for Logan. Looking for that foot sweep.
Oh, he almost had it.
And again, that's what you'll see in Muay Thai. A lot of those little foot sweeps that are just very unexpected. He wasn't able to hit it there, but it works well. Oh, trying to change the levels.
Halfway through round number 1. Pretty interesting fight.
And it really is a good idea to do something like that because you can't sprawl. You're against the cage. Suck them in, pull them out away from the cage, put them on their back. It seems like Ehredt's team had game planned this fight very well.
I don't think Samarija didn't like something there.
All right, he got hit in the face when he was down. And he
that was
an
illegal. Another illegal. That was an illegal strike. It happens so quick, and we're so used to just seeing it. It doesn't always look unusual.
Logan doing a good job getting back to his feet.
Oh.
Punching out of that. Wow, nice job. But again, Ehredt putting that pressure.
Absolutely. I mean, Ehredt said fine.
Got the hands locked behind the back, and he's going to try to suck him away from the cage, pull him down.
Things got real interesting with 30 seconds left to go. That was a great combination.
Logan doing a nice job with that forearm, though, to create some pressure in frame. But again, Ehredt's got him against his cage and just racking up the control time.
This fight's getting gritty.
Good underhook by Logan. But again, Ehredt just turns him around. Excellent job by both these guys. Ehredt just one step ahead.
Those are some pretty big shots.
That's like barbarian shots.
Those are some big shots late
He's
in the round
calling
here.
to the beard for power. Wow.
That's a tough round to score. And I know that you've got the criteria and everything down, but just from a casual fan perspective, there was a lot of things that happened. I kind of might give the slight edge to.
All right, we're going to look to that replay. Let's see if we can figure out what happened with Logan here.
And this is where Ehredt, if I'm saying his name right, was taking control, but a terrific. He turned the whole round around. Samarija did there.
Ehredt using good head control. Nice knee by Logan, but he's going to change that level. He's going to try to bring him to the ground. Logan doing a good job with that right forearm. Mouthpiece comes out.
So you know what we're going to see here. We're going to see Logan Samarija. We're going to see him come out guns blazing. He feels like he's the bigger, stronger fighter, and he's going to come out and try to take it to his opponent. He doesn't want to muck this up.
No, he's going to come out with a sense of urgency.
He's got to, and I think that's the right. I think that's the right move here. I think Samarija's a stronger guy. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean that he should win necessarily, and I want to give credit to his opponent because he's scrappier than heck over there. This could be an interesting second round.
Now, if I'm Logan, I'd be pumping that jab out there. I'd be throwing some teep kicks, not relying on the round kick because his opponent did a nice job reacting to those round kicks in round one.
And Samarija has he's got just more well-versed strikes.
Nice low kick.
He's got more in his arsenal.
In terms of striking, but again, coming from Sukti Muay Thai, that's her bread and butter.
He's really sitting down on his punches.
And he's the taller guy with the reach. He's using that to his advantage.
Just getting started, round number 2 here at Rivers Casino in Schenectady. Between our 170-pounders, Justin Ehredt in the gray shorts. Logan Samarija in the black trunks.
Logan's got to be careful dropping that right hand when he comes in with that jab or a kick.
I almost connected there.
Logan smiled. You got to love that. He almost like respect. All right. Oh, nut shot. Is Dan going to call it?
Yep.
That happened so fast. Good job by Dan Murgliata.
Now, you always see the fighter react. You want to react like it was painful, or else there's no reason for you to take a break. But you see some fighters get right back in there, and some take the full 5 minutes or so. What could it be a difference between a grazing blow and a full-on?
It really could be, but
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it all depends on the fighter. I mean, some of them use it as strategy. Some of them want to use it as a point like, no, it's not going to bother me. So really, it's dependent upon that fighter and the strike.
This looks like this is real and authentic because he has the momentum. He'd want to get back out there, but he gets a full 5 minutes, Will?
Correct. And again, Dan will stay in contact with him and you know, give him the full 5, but also encourage them to continue if they can.
All right, Dan just asked him if he's good, and Samarija says he is.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's go.
Now, usually after you get kicked like that, you're a little bit more angry. So let's see if he's got some more venom. Yep, it looks like it.
It's a natural reaction.
Well, it's that thing like it's like reptile brain. You know, you hit a guy wants to hit you harder.
Right. This has been a very competitive
Double
fight.
unders for Logan. Let's see if he throws a knee. Nice. Aaron trying to close that distance, throw his own knee. Again, the shorter man trying to negate that length, looking for that neck.
He's got it. Oh, he sure does. Nope.
It's hard to see. Can he sink those hands in? He's turning the corner.
Samarija was
Logan's
trying to punch his
calm.
way out.
Oh, got to watch those knees. Good job keeping it to the belly. Good job changing levels.
Boy, he's really taking it to Samarija here in round number 2. Great job here by Ehredt. Great job.
Great job. Excellent execution of his game plan.
Oh!
You know, Logan's a big, strong guy, and he waited for the right opportunity and picked him up and took him down when the center of gravity was off. Right now, racking up control with less than a minute to go. So right now, he's putting Samarija against the cage. He's got to be careful, though, because Samarija can wall walk.
This is just a really thorough round here by Ehredt.
Into side mount.
20 seconds
Clearing
left to
that
go.
arm. Samarija looks like he's okay, just kind of finishing the round out here. Trying to deliver some knees to the body from the bottom. Right now, if you're Ehredt, you don't have to do anything different. You're controlling, you're delivering some punishment.
See, both guys scramble with 10
seconds.
seconds left to go. And a very important round number 2. Very close fight so far.
Mouthpiece. That's the second time his mouthpiece has come out. All right, I mean, right. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get a nut shot replay from the back. Here we go. Logan laughs.
Yep.
See,
And this is where Ehredt starts to get a little bit comfortable with his kicks.
it looked like a grazing kick.
I don't know
Can
that
we
I
see
even...
that again?
Huh.
Here we go. See if we can slow it down.
Nope. It happens in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it grazed on the way up to the face.
Okay. A glancing blow.
Sometimes they're the worst.
Yeah. Because it just kind of clips it
Yeah.
and catches it. And I don't want to... Let's not relive-
Sometimes it catches the beans,
Yes.
not the frank.
Right. And placement is everything.
Right now, Jeremy Hunt probably telling his fighter he has to win this fight in this round.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
If you notice, Ehredt didn't even sit down on a stool. Ehredt stood up the whole time.
He's got just tremendous energy, and he's been relentless. And surprisingly seems to be like the stronger of the two, obviously, when it gets down to the mat.
Well, he's done a nice job using his lower center of gravity and using his techniques.
If Samarija is going to win this fight, he's going to win it at distance. He can't let him get close.
Logan doing a nice job rolling that left shoulder, but unable to capitalize on that.
Logan doesn't want to be here. Logan doesn't want to be here.
Ehredt sucking the hips in, working up top.
I mean, why not just work the cage, keep him at distance, jab? You might catch him with a big shot, then you could be the aggressor.
Well, you know, if there's any downfall to a traditional Muay Thai is that they don't use the jab a ton. You know, they love to use the knees, the round kicks, some straight teeps, but, you know, not a ton of jabbing. And really, that's something that's been added through boxing and kickboxing. Dan saying, watch the back of the head. Ehredt doing a good job waiting for the right time to pick Logan up, bring him to the ground.
I mean, the thing about Ehredt, this guy, he's got an endless tank. He has not stopped the perpetual motion for the entire fight. His cardio is through the roof.
He's done such a good job negating the extra length of Logan and really closing that distance in the striking and the grappling.
And you can argue that Logan could have done more, I think, to mitigate that. I think keeping him at length was the only way to come out and win this third round. And he still can create some separation with 90 seconds left to go in the round, but that's not a good start.
No, especially because he's had a tough time getting off of his back once Ehredt gets him there. Let's see what he can do. He's got that left foot on the hip. Let's see if he can create some distance, some separation.
And it's hard too without ground and pound to the head in the novice. I mean, Dan Mergliata's looking at this like there's really not a whole lot of action that can come from this. He may consider standing him up maybe for the last minute or so.
Dan's one of the best in the game, and I'm sure he's getting closer.
He's sizing it up right now.
You know, and this is one of the differences between this fight and the last fight. If you notice, when Anthony Minor was on his back, he got to his hips a lot. We're not really seeing Logan get to a hip necessarily. We're not seeing him try to get out the back door, digging underhooks. So again, just kind of a different base of training.
Well, we did say that he kind of came in. He had a very, very relaxed kind of. Maybe you'd like to see him maybe snap out of that just a touch here and show a little more desperation. I mean, right now the clock is his worst enemy.
30 seconds left. Right now, I mean, Ehredt is making this his fight.
And Ehredt absolutely did what he needed to do to win this fight. He knew that he could not get into a striking match with a bigger, stronger guy, and credit the man in the gray shorts. That was a very good performance, in my opinion, against a really good fighter.
You could tell that that was their game plan coming into this fight, and he executed it flawlessly.
And he should walk out of here with a victory tonight. And an aqua bag.
Yeah.
Good fight.
If anybody forgets their aqua bag, I'm calling it.
Absolutely. Oh, you're not going to tell them that they forgot it. You're taking it for your own, is what you're saying.
I mean,
come on.
I wouldn't do that because I actually have
no.
none.
Grab one for me, though.
All right, there we go. Logan at least smiling through it all, talking to the doctor.
Yeah.
Ehredt feeling very confident, giving Dan Mergliata some daps.
You know, and I don't know much about his history, but for his first time in the cage against somebody who's got a little bit of experience, I don't know. He looked green to me, but I think his heart, his gas tank,
his base
his will
is there.
to win. Yeah,
his base is there.
Absolutely.
His ability to be coached, his ability to execute game plans. I mean, that's what you need to really step your game up to that next level. And this young man has it.
Yep, and he got hit with a couple of big shots, and he still persevered. That was a good scrap.
Great job by him out of Marquez MMA. And again, it talks about how far these athletes are coming to compete here. Philadelphia, you know, they come out of Canada. We have a young lady coming out of Chandler MMA in Arizona later. You know, I mean, this is the place to be if you're an amateur and you really want to test your skill set and potentially move on to that next level.
Well, I was back with you at the Washington Avenue Armory in the early days. It was very tough, man. It was very glorified tough, man. It was very raw. It is leaps and bounds.
Yes,
leaps and bounds. It's beautiful to watch it.
That these athletes have is just amazing. Here we go. We're gonna bring it up to Mike Falvo again, waiting on these judges to get this decision. But to us, I mean, I don't know if the folks don't feel any different, but Ehredt seems to have taken this pretty handily.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think it was certainly a very decisive third round. And I think he deserves the win, and I think the judges will probably see it in his favor. We'll find out in just a couple of minutes here.
Mike Falvo, Dan Mergliata having a powwow. Dan brings him to the center of the cage. We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the final announcement.
How about a nice round of applause for these two great fighters? So far this evening, this is fight of the night potential, ladies and gentlemen. And now after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Rob Axisa scores the fight 29-28 in favor of the blue corner. Judge David Bruce scores the fight 29-28 in favor of the red corner. And Judge Chris Polinsky scores the fight 29-28 for your winner by way of split decision. Out of the blue corner, Justin Ehredt.
Wow. Logan